Bam! What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, coming to you live on this Thursday morning, the 13th day of April 2023, about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, sister. Sponsored coffee. Hey, remember Wizards of the Coast announced that they were going to start making copies of Dungeons and Dragons for other parts of the world in part of their inclusion program, and they were going to even actually start making them in other languages besides English, because remember, after all that whole diversity and inclusion thing, they forgot to make any of the surveys or any of the material that they released so far over the past 2 years in any other language other than English, because inclusion. Well, they announced finally that, hey, we're making a thing for another part of the world. We're making one for Japan. This is the box art for the Japanese edition of what we know as the Essentials Kit of D&D. Obviously, it is all anime-fied, Japanese-fied, whatever you want to call it. And wow, this is just some of the worst anime fantasy art I have ever seen. So basically, yeah, it is a pound for pound conversion of the Essential book. It'll have the versions of the characters that appeared in the Essentials book, obviously with a little bit more of a Japanese anime feel to it. So we'll have Cal Skiprock, the Lightfoot Halfling. We'll have Lafiel, the Half-Elf Cleric. We'll have Artia, the Human Fighter. We'll have Old Scar, the High Elf Wizard, and Turiliesh, the Dragonborn Fighter. And it's a Dragonborn with a tail, because I guess, you know, fans are very excited to have Dragonborn with tails, because I guess Dragonborns don't have tails. And now there's going to be a whole big argument about Dragonborn with tails are racist, and Dragonborns without tails are racist, or half dragon, half not human is, I don't know. Somebody's going to be offended by this. And these are basically the typical party that was represented in the Mines of Feldelver, but again, redone for the new world. Apparently, they took a poll, and 50% of all people surveyed want characters to be multi-class characters, and less warlocks. So I guess when they took the poll for the Japanese market wasn't really into warlocks, but they like the idea of character classes that can be more than one thing for reasons. So I guess that will be emphasis on multi-class in the Japanese anime, Japanese version of God, this art. I mean, I haven't watched an anime in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's better than this. Just for comparison. You know, just for comparison. Let's just take a look at this. This is Record of Lodos War, possibly the greatest D&D movie ever made, or at least the greatest D&D animated movie ever made. Can we just see how much better this art is? Ooh, deedle it. Than the other one. This is what Japanese anime D&D art should probably look like. And this is from like the early mid 80s. There's their version of the Dro. You can obviously tell the the fan service going on back in those days. Yeah, I'm not impressed by the art, but it's news. So that's what's going on in the tabletop role-playing game world today. If you live out across the waters, and our friends out in Asia and Japan and whatever parts of the world that this is being sent to, it'll probably be in English though. Finally, Japan's getting their own version of D&D. Because I guess they, prefer Call of Cthulhu and other games over there, and D&D never really sold well over there. But, Sometime, was it last year they released that weird trailer? That was kind of cool, but sort of like a combination of D&D, slice of life, and Sentai. Because when they transformed Sentai wise, they didn't transform it to Sentai; they transformed it to D&D characters, which I guess is a version of a Sentai. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about this. I'm not impressed by the art. I don't know if at this point in time there's a market in Japan for 5e. It feels like it's a little late in the game to try and get into that market, especially again at the we're at the tail end of the 5e glory days. We've only got 8 months to go until it's 2024, which I know seems like a long time, but in the world of publishing, that's not a long time, especially since we've only seen 3 play tests from one D&D, and then the nonsense in December, and then nothing until last week when they said, oh yeah, we're supposed to be play testing this with you guys. We forgot because we were so distracted by the utterly disastrous thing that happened in January. I guess we got to, at least toss out 1 or 2 more to convince you guys that anything you have to say matters in the actual production of whatever it is we're going to make in 2024 looks like. Of course, anybody who play tested 5e when it was called D&D Next would know that nothing you say in the playtest matters. They were still going to make whatever they wanted to make. So who knows? Are you excited about seeing a Japanese version of the Essential D&D rules in 2023? Finally, after 9 years or however long, 2014. So, a little late, but whatever. And if that's just an example of the art compared to like Record of the Lodos War art, I'm really just wow. I've seen amateur art drawn by people I know better than that. So, but congratulations, Japan! You're getting a version of D&D finally, and maybe they'll even put it in Japanese. Whoa. If you appreciate this nerve, let me know. If you don't appreciate this news, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. Know that I love each and every one of you and appreciate you being part of the OG GM adventures, except for you in the back. Don't think I don't see you. You. And if you're feeling generous, it is my sister's birthday, and you know what the best present you can give my sister today is to buy my merch. Yes, because that's what she wants for her birthday, is for you to support me. So head on over to Big Geek Emporium, link down below. Pick up the latest Minions on a Mission issue number 10, or sign up for my Patreon, because that's a thing now. For $4.99 a month, you can sign up to the subscription service and receive copies of everything I make for that month, plus free extra stuff. Yeah, coffee. I don't know. I just got nothing to say on this topic. I feel like I'm blathering. What do you think? Let me know. Till next time, Record of Lodos War still rules.